Hi everyone, never say these things to your child's teacher, irrespective of the situation at hand. Yes, see, your goal is to foster a good relationship between you as a parent and your child's teacher. So don't say things that can break them. All right, and actually we actually don't know those things, we just say it unconsciously and we don't know it's actually breaking them. So today I want us to cut some slack for teachers. They are really doing well. I know you know that teaching is so hard. Teaching is so challenging. Teaching is hard work. If you've never been in a classroom to teach, then you think maybe it's a walk in the park. But no, my dear, it is not. It is a real work. And don't let us talk about even the salary that teachers get in this our present Nigeria. Then you know that it is nothing to write home about. I don't know, even you yourself, do you aspire to be a teacher, a classroom teacher? Okay, you might want to be a consultant, you might want to be teaching, high net worth people, but do you really desire to be in a classroom teaching a 2 years old boy? It's not an easy thing. So when you see a teacher next time, hug them, okay, thank them, because teachers are the unsung heroes in our society. Teachers are really doing so much that we don't talk about them, we don't even appreciate them enough. So and they really deserve some respect. Really, the way some parents actually talk to teachers is appalling, and that is why I really want to share this. It has been on my mind since last year, and thank God I'm finally doing this today. So today is a motherhood day, so it's for everybody. You're single, about to be married, and mothers, parents, this video is for all of us. So come and let us learn together. So guys, let's dive right into the video. So the first one is, oh, let me know if my child does something wrong before you discipline him or her. Are you whining me? No, listen to yourself. Like, before I can discipline your child as a teacher, I need to come and take permission from you. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. Please don't let us say these things again. So the only thing a teacher should do is to impart knowledge. No, a teacher has the right to discipline your child. A teacher has the right to discipline any pupil, any student under his or her watch. So if you actually understand the scope of the discipline in the school, in your chosen school, because you actually took your child to that school, right? So, and you should, those are the things you should look out for. Okay, what is their mode of discipline in this school? If you have agreed to their terms and condition, so why then are you saying before you discipline my child, let me know? It is wrong. Please. Or stuff like, who are you to discipline my child? Excuse me, I'm your child's teacher, I can discipline your child. And that is it. So fine, I understand that you don't want us to spank your child, you don't want us to inflict any pain. We are not doing that. Oh, I'm not a teacher. I'm just talking on their behalf. Oh yes, we are not going to do that. But the necessary, the appropriate age discipline, we are going to give it to your child. We can tell your child to sit down, we can tell your child kneel down, we can tell your child anything. We can give discipline. It's our right as a teacher to do that. So please and please don't say that. Another one is, my child will never lie. Are you sure? So you mean the teacher is lying or what? see if the teacher has concerns and he or she has brought these concerns to you as a parent, I think the best approach to it is, oh, I've never noticed that, I will keep an eye on him or her, or I will look into it. Do you? So in a way to overprotect your child, you now like, oh, you are lying, or are you sure? No, don't say that. And I'm using lie because it's common. Anytime your child's teacher reports a behavior in your child, the best thing is thank them, because that's so thoughtful of them, for them to even like notice something about your child, and for them to even have the boldness, the courage to tell you. It shows that they really want the child to be helped, so. And if you're coming from the angle of, are you sure? I'm not sure, my child doesn't do that. No, no. Don't forget that most of these teachers spend most times with our children. So to know them in and out. When you are not there, they can tell you the character of your child. Okay. And this will lead me to the next one, which is, my child is like that. Nothing can be done. So what are you saying? What are you saying? That your child cannot change? Oh my God, your child cannot change. Like, let me set an example. Okay, they told me in David's school that he's active, he's always active, and he pushes, some of his colleagues in class. So, and I said, oh yeah, it's true. I've noticed that at home, and I think at this stage we can only correct him, we can only tell him, don't do this, don't do that, because the teacher was actually asking me, okay, what can we do? And I said, I actually don't know, but I think at this stage we can always tell him that, oh, don't do that, don't beat your friend, don't do that, And I don't even like support the idea of you beating the child because he pushes or beats another person, because what you are trying to correct is the same thing you are doing to that child. Okay, so like, don't do that, is not good. I told the teacher that day that, oh, I know he's going to grow out of it with fine. And with prayers, okay, with prayers. I learned that from my mom. My mom doesn't take any little traits, any little, don't say, oh, he's a child. No, fine. I can't really explain to him that you don't have to beat your friend, you don't have to do this, but I can pray. In the place of prayer, I'm saying, oh, you are not a bully, you don't bully your teacher. And I think recently when I moved into another class, I have to ask the teacher, okay, how is he now? Because he's another teacher. Okay, so how is he now? What about that? Because the teacher did not even point that to me, the new teacher. But I asked her, how far? Let me know, what's the progress report? Do you understand? So don't say, no, it's not like nothing can be done. Something can be done. Okay, something can be done. They said something about your child. Your child is actually quiet in class. Don't say, oh, that's his temperament. Okay, there are things we can do to engage, that child. So, or the child, I don't know, what example can I give? Or the child doesn't eat well, something like that. Your child doesn't eat well, so you're like, oh, that's the way he is. No, that's not the way. It can get better. Yeah, what can we do? Like, I really desire a change. It will even prompt the teacher, it will even propel the teacher to even invest more on your child. So don't say nothing can be done. Something can be done. He's a child, okay? It can be trained. Thank you. The next one is, I can fire you, I pay your salary. I hate this with passion. How much? I know you have money, but don't say you can fire anybody. Keep quiet. I can fire you, I pay your salary, you will pay your salary. Yes, we know, but how much is the salary you are even talking about? How much? So let us be calming down. Some people, the way, oh my God, the way they talk to their child's teacher, I'm like, no, you don't need to, because whether you like it or not, the teacher will not want to have anything to do with your child. The teacher will not have anything. This problematic parents or these wahala parents, please let your child be, or let me be, the concentration your child needs, they won't give it to them if you are always shouting. I don't even like the idea of reporting a teacher to maybe the head teacher or the principal or something. I actually prefer, unless the teacher actually does not change, after much engagement. But I try as much as possible to first speak with the teacher. The other day in school, I said, oh, I noticed that David is a good eater, but when I come back from work and I realize that his cooler is still not empty, I'm worried as a mother, because most times that's all he has to eat in a day. He gets home and sleeps off, so he doesn't really have time to eat. He doesn't eat in the morning, so I try as much as possible to pack food for him so that it can be okay during the day. So coming back to meet food inside his flask worries me. I told them, what is happening? How many times do you guys eat? And they were like, oh, they eat 11. Like, 11 o'clock. Ah, please, it's not going to work for David. When he gets to school at 8 o'clock, help me. And since then, there was a change. You know, I believe in let's dialogue. How can this child be better? You understand? How can we work together as a team? You know, I'm trying my best at home. I expect you as a teacher to you know, put your effort. You know, when I got to David's school and I realized that from 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock to 5, there is no screen time. I'm like, you guys, do you want to kill yourself? These guys are still upgraded version of a crash. You know, get screen time for them. If it's 2 hours, time to that 2 hours to you, you will use it. Because I'm coming from a parent, you know, spending time with my son. I know what it takes to, you know, put him together, running after him, chasing him around, and you do that from 8 o'clock till, and he's not the only child, so I actually feel for them. You know, I actually feel for them. So get the screen, let them watch educative programs, educative videos, you know, teach them, like, so that that's 2 hours you can rest. You understand? Because they too, they will want to, you know, all children, like most children like cartoons, you know, engage them with that. I was even giving suggestions because I know how hard it can be. So don't go and say, oh, I want to report you. No, first of all, dialogue, speak to them, talk to them. They're human beings like you, they are mothers, they are parents like you, they are uncles and aunties, and they can listen to you, okay? And one other one is expecting that a teacher will be the one that will make your child have good grades. You know, a teacher will teach. Potato. I mean, how do they say that? A teacher will teach. You understand? If you really want your child to do well, then you have to go for extra lessons. You have to pay for extra, pay for the teacher. Maybe it's that teacher, you get extra, you have to do more. Is, you know, it's a combined effort. So don't like, oh, this child is not doing well, it's the teacher's fault. No, it's not the teacher's fault. It's I'm getting angry. It's actually not the teacher's fault. The teacher is teaching, unless the teacher is not teaching. The teacher is teaching. So please, the last one looks like the one I've talked about. Oh, he never acts like that at home. No, listen to them. Oh, no, listen to them. You know, they don't hate you, they don't hate your child, they want the good of your child, okay? And that is what I said I want to share with you guys today. There are many more. I will come up with part B later, the things you don't say to your child's teacher. I hope we've learned one thing or the other in today's video. Yes. Can you guys remember the video I did concerning don't say this to your child? You know, remember I was wearing this clip. I decided to wear it again. We are talking about our children. You know, so I wish us the best, and I wish us the very best in parenting. You know, it's something that we have to be intentional about. You understand? We have to be intentional about it. Parenting, especially in this age and time. You have to be there. That, I used to say it. This is not the time to go and get back to 5 children, 6 children. If it's 2 or 3 that you can train well. My mom must not hear this thing that I'm saying. But if it's 2 or 3 that you can really give your time, your attention to, please don't do pass yourself. Okay? Don't do pass yourself. It is well with us in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you for joining me in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something or other. Alright, so till see, don't forget to share, subscribe, okay? Till we see you again in another video. I call you blessed. Thank you.